Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you're enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class that is English for grade 1. We are learning Unit 2. Its title is My Beloved Country. Today is lecture 3, and under this lecture, pronunciation skills, we will learn initial sounds, and we will cover page number 13 and 14. Here, I want to convey a message to my fellow teachers. With this video lecture, I've attached the links of lesson plan and worksheet. You may get it, you may print it, and you may teach the way I'm teaching, or even better way. So it is for your convenience. Let's start today's lecture. In your previous, my dear students, in your previous class, grade C, you have studied the recognition of letters with their initial sounds. It was page number 7 of your previous book. And in our Unit 1, Lecture 3, I have taught you sounds of alphabets. Do you remember? Are you sure? I'm going to ask you a few. Okay, tell me, what letter is this? Yes, it's G. How does it sound? Remember? Yes, G. G, G, and it's glass. Next is H. How does this letter sound? And it's house. Good. Next is S. How does this letter sound? Snake. Good. And this is T. How does this letter sound? T, t. Tree. Good. You remember this. All right. So today we are going further and learning further about it. After today's lecture, you will be able to pronounce and match the initial sound of common words depicted in the pictures with their corresponding letters. Like pictures will be given to you, you'll have to find out its initial sound and then you will match it with the corresponding letters. This is today's SLO. We start with this with a hadith. Hazrat Aisha radhiyallahu ta'ala anha reported that the discourse of the messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was clear, such that he was understood by everyone who heard him. This is mentioned in Sunan Abi Dawud 4839. So the discourse, what does discourse mean? The way of talking. The way of talking of our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was so clear that whatever he said, everyone could understand it. So to speak clearly is a beautiful sunnah of our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we are learning this sunnah. All right, we should speak clearly, we should pronounce each and every word properly, right? So let's start our today's lecture. What is an initial sound? Initial sound. The initial sound is the first or beginning sound that you can hear when you say any word. It's the beginning sound, okay? Not the beginning letter. It's the first sound. It means when you say or hear a word, the first sound which you hear is the initial sound. Sometimes their first letters are silent. Inshallah, you learn about it further later on. So it is not first letter, it is the first sound. All right, I'm going to show you a few images and you'll tell me what is the first sound, means what is the initial sound. It's here the picture of a line. Say this word, line. So which sound you are hearing first? L, L. Which letter sounds like this? Yes, it's letter L, and that's here. All right, next image is, it's net. Say it, net. Which sound we are hearing first? N, n. It's n sound and n. Which letter sounds like this? N. Very good. Here it's a picture of a pencil. Now say pencil. Which sound we are hearing first? Pencil. Which letter sounds like this? Yes, it's letter P. That's here. This is picture of a house. We just write it, house. Now say it, house. Which letter sounds like? Yes, it's letter H. That's here. This is how we identify the initial sound. You understood the concept? Okay, let's move on. Let's see what your book says about it. Open your book on page number 13. Its title is Pronunciation Skills. What does pronunciation skill mean? The way you speak, the way you utter a word, pronounce, how you pronounce it, and it's the initial sound, it means the beginning sound. What we are supposed to do, look at the pictures and circle the initial sounds of each. Here, pictures are given to you. These are the pictures and there is a set of letters. You have to say what object is this, how we say it, what is the initial sound, which letter sounds like that, and then you have to circle that letter. Here I have a message for teachers. Kindly teachers help students to identify each picture. Encourage the students to answer correctly. Do not stop the students if they answer in Urdu. Tell them the correct English word. My dear teachers, like my fellows, I know you're working hard and you know this, but this is just a reminder. We know it's important what we teach, but it is more important the way we teach. Maybe at this initial level, children are not able to answer you correctly, so don't embarrass the child. Have the child facilitate the child and make the child to answer the question. Maybe I'll tell you the way, it may help you. Look at this. Now, how we'll talk to students, my dear children, look at this picture. What is this? This is a mode of transportation. We ride in this conveyance when we want to move far off quickly, fastly. This is fast. This does not run on roads. It has a special track. Do you guess what is this? Yes, raise your hand if you know the answer. Yes, correct. It's train. Have you ever traveled in train? Yes, it's a fun riding. All right, so train. Say the word train. Train. Now say it in a way that you are listening yourself very clearly. Train. Which letter, which sound you are hearing first? T, t. And which letter sounds like this? T. Which letter sounds like this? It's letter T. Very good. Where is letter T? That's yours. So you got the correct answer. This is the way how we'll make this activity interesting. Now, pause the video and make this interactive activity. Enjoy it with your students. All right, I hope you are done with it. Okay, you enjoyed it. Here, one we have done, second you must have done, third because you have done it. So you know this is image of anchor. And what is anchor? Anybody knows? Raise your hand. Okay, very good. You're raising hand, tell to your teacher. I'm going to tell for those who did not raise their hand. All right, look at this picture. Here is a ship and here is anchor. Anchor works for a ship the way brake works for a car. When we are going on road and we want to stop the car, what do we do? We apply brakes and the car stops. Likewise, when a ship is sailing on the surface of water and we want to stop it, we throw the anchor in the water, it goes and stuck with the surface of the bottom, and it holds the ship on the surface of the water. In this way, now this ship is stable, it's not moving, and whenever we want to move it again, we remove this anchor and the ship starts sailing again. It's interesting, right? You must have seen, you might have seen in cartoons. This is an interesting fact. All right, let's move on. There are two more images on page 14. Say the word and focus on the initial sound and identify the letter. Okay, pause the video and enjoy this activity. Okay, I hope you are done with it. It was really interesting. You enjoyed it? That's great. Here I am giving you a homework. Name 10 objects in your room. Pronounce and recognize the initial sound of each object. You understood what you are supposed to do? Okay, I'm going to tell you. Suppose this is your room. There are many objects. You have to say names of any 10. Say the name. For example, here is a curtain. Say it. Curtain. Curtain. So what sound you are hearing first? Curtain. Which letter sounds like this? It's letter C. That's here. In this way, you will keep naming the objects and keep finding the initial sound and the correct letter for that sound. I suggest you do this activity with the help of your parents or any elder sibling who can correct you if you are unable to identify the sound. Okay, you need a supervision for this activity, and I have suggested you 10 objects, but you may, when you will start it, it is such an interesting activity, you may find and you may name every object of your room. Keep doing it, keep doing it. You are going to love it. It's interesting, right? And with this, I have given you an additional worksheet. Again, here I have a message for teachers. This worksheet and the lesson plan for this video lecture has been attached with this lecture. The links are given. You may download it, you may print it. It is to facilitate you for your convenience. Okay, my dear students, what we are supposed to do here is an object and you have to name it. What the first sound comes, you have to write the relevant letter over here, and you may also color these beautiful objects and enjoy this activity. You take the printout with the help of your parents or your teacher and enjoy this beautiful activity. In this way, what we have learned today, we revised the concept that every letter of alphabet has a sound. And we learned that the initial sound is the first or beginning sound that you can hear when you say any word. And we further pronounced and matched the initial sound of common words depicted in the pictures with their corresponding letters. In this way, we achieved today's SLO, that is pronounce and match the initial sound of common words depicted in the pictures with their corresponding letters. Are we done with this concept? Yes, good job. So that's it for today's lecture. Tomorrow I will come with another very interesting lesson. Till that time, take care, thank you, and Allah Hafiz.